All right. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Zero Momentum. This is episode one with your boy Aubrey and Zach. I guess we should start off with a few introductions so we can kind of talk about just how we met while we're doing this. Aubrey, also named Dylan. If you hear me call him Dylan, sorry, y'all. His name's Aubrey, middle name Dylan. I call him Dylan, but it is what it is. Aubrey, I'll let you take the lead, kind of how we met while we're doing this podcast, kind of roll from there.
What's going on? My name is Aubrey, and I have a micro penis. And building off of that, Zach and I met. Fuck, how old were we? It was like sixth, seventh.
Fifth grade.
No, it was fifth grade. Fifth grade,
Fifth
little
grade, yeah.
league, little league baseball. Um, so something about my upbringing. My parents didn't know what cool was. Okay, so I show up to first day of little league baseball practice and I am in full get up. I got the pants, I got the cleats, I got the long socks, I got the shirt that I had on the team last year. And I show up and every single other kid is they got basketball shorts on. They got like tank tops, ball caps. They're just all hanging out. So I'm the only freaking loser out there that's ready to go play in the big leagues. And I'm sure immediately I got judged as the fucking nerd of the group, which rightfully so. But Zach obviously was on the team. Him and I were pitcher and catcher. I was the catcher, he was the pitcher. It's still like that to this day, if anybody was wondering about the bedroom life. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much how we met. And ever since then, been best friends for life. He was best man at my wedding. I was groomsman in his wedding because he doesn't like me as much, but that's okay. That's
It
okay.
happens. It happens.
Yeah, one somebody has to love harder than the other one. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I think if you look at the pitcher catcher relationship, that also explains the groupsman best man relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a good point. It's a good point.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. No, you stole my thunder. I love telling that story of you being just basically ready to go play 9 innings at practice number one when
Dude,
most
the New York Mets could have signed me and I would have been on the field that day just ready to rock and roll, I swear to God.
fair. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know really what else to add to that other than yeah, I played baseball. Just kind of grew up together after that. We went to the same middle school, same high school, played sports and football until you decided that you weren't athletic enough to do anything relevant on a sports field. So you decided to, pursue a career at Best Buy. I could say that because you no longer work there. So, but
I mean, I knew my limits both in sports and in retail. I knew where the good stopping point. Okay.
that's fair. That's. I mean, you're not wrong. There's some people that are still working at Best Buy that probably shouldn't be, but
Hmm.
so. Um, But yeah, that's a little about us. I would say too, like kind of why we decided to do a podcast in a world of just a million podcasts, right? I think for me personally, like one, I think in the back of your mind, you always want to be successful and do things that work. You want to be a content creator, all this fun stuff. Me and you both have, I would say, relatively successful TikToks. We're not making money on it, but that doesn't mean we're not successful. But I think ultimately for me, as we get older, both in our 30s and with families of our own, it's just a fun hangout time. So like, hopefully people watch us and listen to us and say, "Hey, I want to hang out with Aubrey and Zach, once a week for an hour or so." Um, but yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on it. It's just a good time to hang out with you. I know we go golfing and stuff too, but this is like a weekly. I at least get to see you. We can maintain and foster that friendship, even though in person it's a little harder. So
100%, 100%. And I'm sure we'll get to the point where we got some type of, I don't want to say studio, but a fucking broom closet with a microphone and a camera that we can link up and start doing this in person. But until then, like you said, it's just a nice excuse to hang out with my buddy for an hour every week. And yeah, I just talking about myself, I've always been kind of not big on content creation, but you know, I've been streaming off and on for hell, probably 9, 7, 8 years now. So like I want to put out content out there for the world to see. Um, TikTok still rolling. I've had some videos pop off and done pretty well, but yeah, I think podcast is just a nice way to just kind of just sit back and relax and talk about some stuff and just hang out. Honestly, I don't want this to be too structured. I don't want it to have too much serious tones to it. But yeah, I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be good. What's the over
Yeah.
under on how many episodes we get through? Is it like 5, 6?
Oh, it's gonna be more than that. I'm not gonna let you quit after 5 or 6. So we will see. Indefinite is a horrible answer, but the answer I have for now. Yeah, I agree. Like I don't really care about too much structure. Obviously, want to bring some lightheartedness, some funny moments to the podcast. I think both of us are funny people in some regard, in some way, shape, or form. Um, but outside of that, yeah, I mean, I would imagine like during football season, you will probably get a little bit heavier football content just because we're both huge NFL fans. Um, during other times, we'll get completely other content. But I just, yeah, for me, I'm like, hey, if you go see a cool movie, I don't even go to the movies anymore because I don't have time to. But like, if you go see a cool movie, let's talk about it. So
Oh, that we'll talk about it later. But yeah, ideas. Um, but
there
yeah,
you go.
so we'll kind of yeah, we'll kind of move on. And I think what we wanted to talk about today was kind of life after 20s. Both of us being the big 3-0 now. Both of us having 2 kids, both happily married. Um, so I'll let you kind
Wait,
of kick
you're,
it off. What's
y-
the
never mind.
No, no, go on. No, go on.
No,
Share with the class.
poor joke, poor joke, poor joke. You're good.
Okay.
What were you gonna
Okay,
ask me?
okay. But yeah, I was gonna say, what's like for you personally? I'll start with me. For me personally, life after 20s, like I've noticed zero difference. Zero difference. I still wake up and I go to work every single day. I come home, I mow my yard, I spend time with the kids. The biggest thing I guess is going to be the kids, but I had my kids in my 20s and so did you. So like whenever I
Yeah,
hit 30, I felt absolutely zero different from like my late 20s.
yeah. I think very similar. I don't know if 30 is old enough to like say the age itself kind of has an impact. To your point, you have more of a shift when you have children. Um, there's certain other like I don't know lifestyles, like life events that happen that would cause change. It's not really being 30 though. I will say 3 beers and I'm done. That's a 30-year-old thing. I'm definitely much more tired. No, just joking. Yeah, there's not really a lot of change at 30, but definitely having a having a family makes it harder to like change your priorities, right? It's not like harder to do something. It's just like, hey, you're doing what you want to do versus you know something else. So
Yeah, and that like you touched on, the kids is the biggest thing. Um, oh, dude, so I tell Micah whenever we had our first, um, we talked to each other and like, man, we should have done more before having a kid. Like we should have gone out and traveled more. We should have gone exploring and like kind of hung out and stuff. Um, and then now since having our second, it's like night and day different. Now we're like, holy shit. Like we thought one was bad, but having two, like I got no freedom at all. Like this is the most freedom I get is hanging out with you at 10 p.m. on a Friday.
yeah, I think it's easy to have those things cross your mind too. I was just trying to remember like everyone's on a different path. So for me, I think, yeah, we had kids early. It would have been fun. Don't get me wrong. It's easy to say it would have been fun to travel more when I was younger, but I also can travel later in life. right? Whereas some people who travel when they're younger and then have kids when they're a little bit older end up, they travel younger and they don't travel later because they're older and that's when they have younger children. So they're more at home. I do think, I don't think we cut out, but I'm back.
Bro, your mic wasn't on.
Dude, no, but that's not why I cut out. Hold on.
Because I was wondering, I was like, man, the lights should be on. I
Could
was
you
like, he
hear me
doesn't
though?
sound as good. I mean, I could hear you. I just don't know what the fucking,
Well,
what it was picking up.
hopefully it doesn't sound awful in post.
It didn't sound great. I will say that.
But what do you mean great though? Like,
Like I said, just very echoey. Like it sounded like you were talking into a laptop
you
built-in
know what
microphone,
sucks? I can't turn my echo cancellation off right now since I'm in here.
which
Hold
like
on.
you sound phenomenal now.
Oh, great. Well, that's good to know. Okay. Well, you know what? Hey, if we butchered the first, 20 minutes, no worries. Not even 20, 15 minutes. So, the hard thing is everything's a bunch of Chinese crap, right? And so my camera is an eMeet 4K webcam, right?
Who
And
are you meeting? Oh, it's me.
yeah, what's up, baby?
Wait, so
And
okay, so real quick, I don't know. We can keep this in, you cut it out, whatever. I don't know. I'll talk to you about it after. Don't worry about it. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's going.
okay, but then my microphone is called a Fifine microphone. So I'm switching through everything, making sure it's, on the right thing, labeled appropriately. And, you know, I thought it was on and it wasn't. But if you could hear me, who cares? We'll roll with it. It's episode 1, baby. So
It's. I mean, there's going to be problems. There's going to be
there's
problems.
gonna be problems. I mean, look at our faces. That's problem 1 and 2 right there.
It's truly, if you're tuning in with episode 1, I think you have bigger problems in your life because you shouldn't be listening to us at all.
If you're watching this episode and it's the only episode that has launched, problems, right? If we have like 50 episodes in and you're like, "Hey, I wanna know what episode 1 was like," that's a different ballgame.
Different story.
I think if you're on episode 50 and you come back and you watch episode 1, it should motivate you to create your own content
It
because
should.
you would hope you would hope that episode 50 is significantly better than episode 1.
Knowing us, it will be a fractional better. It will be better, not by
Better,
much.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'll be on the right microphone the whole time. So
I don't know what it is about your camera. Now your camera looks better too. That whole fucking time you were
I
blurry.
dude, maybe I
I
just
just chalked it up to it like
yeah,
recording.
yeah. Maybe I'm so happy that this is in the first episode, by the way. Like some people would get frustrated. I think it's absolutely hilarious. I
just
was on the right camera. Let it be known.
just two generic white dudes in a fucking quarter life crisis or a third life crisis.
You're living the
Start
90?
fuck if I don't want to live past 67.
As long as I can wipe my own butt, I'm fine.
True. I
And
don't
on
know because I want to get back to my wife for her being an asshole to me for all these years.
oh,
So
wow.
I expect her to wipe my ass for a while.
You should speak more highly of her.
She's a goddess. She's a fucking goddess.
She's great. She's great. But I mean, hey, if you need her to wipe your butt a few times before you pass, it is what it is.
Just lick it with her like a mother cat. Just lick my butt clean.
That is gross. What do you
Mhm.
what do you what do you drink? What are you sipping on? Some tea? Some green tea?
This is a zero sugar green tea, and it's fucking phenomenal, especially for weight loss because I hate only drinking water. So
Yeah, this is our technically first episode. I know we did a dry run where we just like tested everything out, which mind you apparently didn't matter that we tested everything out because it
no.
took me losing internet connection and rejoining to figure out that I was not connected how I needed to be.
Mhm. Mhm.
But I have
Mhm. Of course.
noticed that yeah, you don't drink water. I am drinking a
Which
non-alcoholic beer, which is interesting.
dumb, but I'll allow it. Which whenever I'm at work, I drink a gallon to a gallon and a half a day. I drink gallon and a half a day. I do my arm workouts while I'm at my desk. I go on my walks. As soon as I'm not in that schedule and I'm at home, I'm like,
Give me a
"Okay,
flex. No,
it's
roll the
not
sleeve
there."
up. Roll the sleeve
No,
up.
it's not. It is rolled up. What are you talking about?
You do on oh, you're in first off,
Yeah.
why are you in long sleeves, bro?
It was a chilly day today. It was a
It
titty
was
bit
chilly.
nipply.
It was chilly. Okay.
But as soon as I get out of my work routine and I gotta wake up to the kids and I gotta get breakfast and I gotta go outside and do yard work and, like, there's all these things going on, I want nothing but a cold beer or a cold freaking green tea. That is the only 2 things I want.
That's fair. You should try yerba mate, yerba mate, whatever people call it. It's a tea, but it's like a like a more highly caffeinated tea. You
Mhm,
can get
mhm.
one where like there's 0 sugar and it's all organic, 120 milligrams of caffeine. Pretty good stuff. It's supposed to
I
actually help with weight loss too. I don't know that it actually does. I mean, I'm fat, but um, I don't know.
speaking of weight loss, I guess this is a pretty good segue to, we have a half marathon to run
Hold
in.
on, my non-alcoholic beer that I would like to talk about.
Oh, okay. Sponsored?
No, but Boulevard Brewing Company, you can sponsor me. No, I just like drinking beer. Okay, and alcohol is awful for you. So I thought, why not drink a beer every night, but not have the alcohol? I used to think it was a waste of money, and then I realized that I just like the taste of beer. So kind of like you saying you just don't like water. Total opposite. I just like drinking beer. So
I mean, valid. Whenever
and
we're at
and whatever what.
whenever we're at home, like me and the wifey on the weekends, like she only drinks decaffeinated coffee, and I'm like, "What the fuck is the point in that? Like that's awful." But she just likes the taste. So,
Yeah, I think for me, like one of the things I'm trying to do is trying to not drink when I'm home. Like if you want to invite me out socially, like we have a lot of breweries in the area. Like you want to invite me out socially or like there's a work happy hour or something like sure, I'll have a couple beers when I go out. But I think just from like a being at home, there's really no need. Like unless I'm like grilling, in which
I
case
say, "Don't you say that. Don't you say
but I
there's
can
no
also
need."
have a non-alcoholic beer while I'm grilling, and it's still I mean, I still look like I'm drinking beer, you know what I'm saying? Like, but,
No,
um,
to me, the only place I wanna drink is home because I hate going out. I hate going out. I hate work
you
parties,
live
and I hate everybody.
you live so far away that the only place you can drink is at home.
True, but I don't wanna get judged if I wanna have 3 beers while I watch the Stars completely fumble away their season.
Yeah, I mean, totally fine. I'm not against drinking at home for anybody who is watching. Once again, if you're watching over the next couple weeks, I'm so sorry. Um, but, yeah, like, I get it. Like, I still my problem is, like, if I have beer in the fridge, I'm gonna drink it. You know what I
Which
mean?
I
That's
which I used to be the same way, but I told myself, like, I'm not drinking a single drop until after the half marathon because I got freaking wasted on my birthday.
yeah,
My birthday's January 1st, for everybody. And December 31st into the new year of this year, I got the most plastered that I've taught like top 3 drunks I've ever been, and with it turning 30, my metabolism is as good as it was,
yeah.
and I had a horrendous hangover, and I told myself, like, I'm gonna go was it 3 months, 4 months completely sober, not have a drop,
Oh,
and
that's a
after
while.
that, I say I'll party again as soon as the half marathon's over, but, we're almost there.
We're almost there, and I think the non-alcoholic beer is, also a good segue into half marathon. So,
Mhm, mhm,
I can
mhm.
set the stage here a little bit. So,
Paint
I
me a
just
picture, daddy.
yeah, let me just Bob Ross this, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
So, here are the pretty butterflies and the tree. No. I had this dumb idea. So, kinda like I don't know. I was on TikTok for a while trying to post funny videos, and I was like, this is not what I want to do, but I'd like to continue to try and do content creation in some form or fashion. And I was like, hey, I do believe that I'm not in great shape. I should get in better shape. Everybody should do, you know, 1 or 2 things a year that like physically challenge them. You should also do things that mentally challenge you. But
you should do things that physically challenge you every year. And so I was like, "Oh, I can run a half marathon and I can create content when I run, and that'll just be what I post about until I kind of figure out what I want to do with life." You know what I mean? With my content life. Um, and so I'm doing a half marathon, and then I invited my friends, one of which being Aubrey here with me, to also do said half marathon. And I will let you discuss how your training has been going before I discuss how mine has been going.
So I know our training styles is going to be very different. My training has been not great. So I, so I mean, I have been trying to lose weight. I think I weighed in yesterday and I am half a pound off of losing a total of 30 pounds since I've started going to like where I go to now. And overall, I'm down almost 40. So I'm 3 pounds off of 200, which I haven't been in probably 10 years, if not more. But I wanted to do it, push each other, Zach and another guy that we're doing it with. We've known each other forever. We're all super close, very good friends. But my big thing has just been weight loss. I figured if I lose enough weight, then running an extended period of time is going to be a lot easier. So, down almost 30 pounds. And as far as distance running goes, the furthest I've ran is 7 miles since training. And that is not enough miles at all.
That's gonna come back and bite you, I feel like.
Well, shit. I mean, I ran the I ran the 7 miles, and then I injured my foot. I don't know. I walk like a duck, so I probably run like a fucking idiot. And after I was
Can
done with the
confirm.
yeah, so like after those 7 miles, my foot was just broken essentially for 2 weeks, and I couldn't run. So after that, I've been just terrified to run a longer distance. And now that the half marathon is a week away, like there's no way I'm gonna risk it, and I'm not gonna try to run it on an injured foot.
Yeah, that's a injured foot is a good intro into my current status of training.
I was that you went through it too.
Yeah, I went through it twice. So I
Mhm.
I don't think we're actually like let me be clear. Injury versus like, hey, you strain something or whatever, I think are two different things.
Oh,
So
yeah, of course.
yeah. So I think we're over 30. It's an injury, but because it's preventing us from running. But I will say, like, I feel because we just aren't runners that when we do up those miles, that it does end up hurting our foot. So I know early on in my training, I actually went to the doctor because I was like, "Hey, no, this is like not how my foot's supposed to feel." Basically, was told you're not used to running, which halfway doesn't make sense because it was just my left foot versus my right foot. Um, did like we have a place locally you can do like a run test and they'll, test your running. I think they call it your gait, like how you're landing and everything. Said I was totally fine. Um, and then went to the physical therapist, just, "Hey, I have insurance, might as well use it." And so I went there and he basically said, like, "Yeah, you just need to make sure you're stretching really well, rolling out your foot." And then my left, like, toe and ankle was significantly weaker than my right toe and ankle. So I don't know how you can be so imbalanced as apparently I was, but that was the case. Fast forward, obviously, training has been harder to come by as the miles have gotten longer, but I ran 10 miles last Saturday, which is the longest I ever ran. So not much further than 7, but closer to the half marathon distance that I feel probably a little more comfortable than you do going
I
into
bet it
it.
felt a lot further than the 7.
Ah, it I'll get to that in a second. So So what was funny though is like did the 10 miles, was totally fine, and then yeah, the next day my left foot hurts really bad. And I can tell it's just like like it's not like like a structural like bone thing. It's just like a tendon or a muscle that is just like super tight and sore. So I've been stretching, did an Epsom salt bath, been Madison has this like magnesium lotion that's supposed to help like relax your muscles or whatever. Been putting
Causes your
that
foot to
on.
be magnetic.
Yeah, right?
Mhm.
I'm just Magneto, but it's with my foot.
Of course.
Pew!
Hey,
And
hey,
so
You don't
know?
show those for free around here, buddy,
You gotta
okay?
tease him a little bit. You gotta tease him a little bit,
Oh,
alright?
yeah, sock was on, you're fine, you're
Yeah, yeah,
fine.
yeah. Don't threaten me with a good time though, alright? Um, but anyways, yeah, so my foot hurts. I'm actually supposed to run, like, 5 miles tomorrow, like, maybe not 5, like, 3 or 4 just to, like, keep the cardio up, and my foot still kinda hurts. Feels way better. Like, I can walk, which is better than how it was that Sunday, but, yeah, I'm a little nervous that maybe I did the 10. I don't think I did the 10 too close to the half. I think I did the 10 too close to the half because my foot hurts. Like, I don't
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Which, I mean, that gives me a lot of hope because I know I'm not gonna be doing a ton of running before the actual race day, and I
yeah.
know I'm not gonna be able to beat, our other buddy that's in it, so if you
Colton
could
is like 6'4", dude. He's like well, he's not 6'4". He's like 6'2", dude. His legs are 4 inches longer than mine.
well, yeah, but if you can not be at 100%, that
Fair.
gives me the upper leg to try to come into second, and that's the only thing I care about, honestly.
I genuinely I think better shape. I think I'm in better shape than you, but you definitely have more willpower than me.
I am curious, I am curious. What's your weight right now?
I'm hovering at like 209.
Okay, so we're right there along
We're
neck and
close.
neck.
Yeah, I found it okay. Two things. One, my 10 miles to compared to your 7 did probably feel further because, dude, right around like the 8.5 mile mark, my legs were just shot.
Yeah.
So I don't know how we're cranking out another
I
3.
and to put that in perspective, you still have 5 miles to go after that.
Yeah, like I finished the 10 and no, I mean there was some hills along the way on my route, up and down. So like you get some benefit, you get some negative, but knowing that the half marathon, the last, like, mile and a half, 2 miles is all uphill is gonna be challenging.
Have you looked at the weather?
No.
Hold on, I'll
Yeah.
get it up for you.
I'm looking. I'm looking.
It's gonna be
Rain.
dude, it's gonna be miserable. It's gonna be
90
absolutely miserable.
90% chance of rain? Are you freaking joking me? Bro.
It's no, it's 90 and yeah. Dude, it's gonna be awful. And here's
That's
the thing,
awful.
here's the thing, you talk about willpower. I've told my wife, I don't care how long it takes. It could take 3 hours, it can
I'm
take 7
finishing.
hours, like, I'm finishing it. I'm going to finish it. I put my mind to this. No matter what, I'm going to finish it, and that also has to do with rain. If I have to run that entire bitch with no headphones and no phone and just sheer willpower my way to run 13.2 miles, like, I'm going to do that.
If I yeah, it like, barring a heart attack or a lower extremity broken bone,
Mhm.
I'm finishing the race.
I said,
So,
I can break my arm. I can break
yeah,
my arm. I'm gonna keep fucking trucking.
exactly, right? Um, I had a second point on running. Oh, yeah, I wanted to get lower in weight. I might still the problem is I got a carb load this week, so, I probably won't lose any weight. I actually found it harder, like, once my mileage got up to, like, 5 or 6 miles, like, just to refuel and, like, fuel before your runs to have the energy to go run, like, was enough calories that, like, I think on paper, technically, I might have still been below calories some days versus others, but I don't think, like, the refueling and stuff for me offset enough, like, I don't know. I'm sure someone out there is gonna roast me over this for saying, like, I find it hard to lose weight while exclusively long distance running. Yes, should have been lifting weights more throughout it, should have been doing some sprints. Like, yeah, should have been whatever. Towards the end, I was like, "No, I just wanna make sure I can run 13 miles." So we're just
I
ripping long
should have
runs.
I should have been doing a lot more during the how long do we have? Like 4 months?
Yeah,
No,
there's
no, we had like 5. We had like 5, 6 months.
yeah, there's no reason that we shouldn't be in better shape.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But
No, I,
I was so focused on making sure I did well in my runs and my training though, that it was like I kinda sacrificed sometimes, like, my diet, if that makes sense. Like, hey, because the day before, it's like, even if it's pizza, like, I know if I have 2,000 calories for dinner, the night before a run, I'm gonna have more energy tomorrow to go run.
Yeah.
So it was easier for me to just like overeat, I guess, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm sure losing weight while doing long distance running is easy and possible. However, my mentality for training, it was a little more challenged. I did not lose as much weight as I thought I would lose.
Which that's the difference between you and I is you anything that you jump into, anything at all, marathon running, weightlifting, dieting, anything, you put in research to it, and I
Yeah.
don't. I don't care. I Whenever it comes to losing weight, I have been eating a lot more protein, and I have been eating 0 sugar and very low carbs, and that's the only thing I've been doing differently, which, yeah, the running and the lifting weights, like, it helps, but, I feel like that has come second to, like, just cutting out sugar just in general. It's honestly wild how much swelling on my body went down whenever I
Oh yeah.
stopped having sugar. Like, I can see my kneecaps, and that's a good feeling.
Yeah. What's crazy is like I always tell people like it might not be the healthiest diet for you to do in general, but do a carnivore diet for 2 weeks and you will see all of the to your point, the swelling, the
Mhm.
bloating, everything will go away. And, like, even if you just remove your bloat, like, you look way better than you think you do
Oh,
because you
fuck,
just
dude.
you're everybody's so bloated, it's ridiculous.
Dude, we have a family group chat, me and everybody in my family and the wife, and they sent a picture, I think it was of our oldest's daughter's birthday from, like, either last year or 2 years ago, and I took it to my wife, I was like, who is this fat fuck that you're sitting next to?" Like oh my god, like, my face was just so swollen and chunky, and yeah,
Yeah.
it does feel very good to have this. I don't wanna say lofty of a goal, but for us, yeah, it is very lofty. It feels good to have this lofty of a goal and, to work towards something, honestly. I feel like after you
Yeah.
get, like, out of high school, college, and, like, you get a job, you start a family, like, you're very content in your life, and at least I have been, you know? I got a good job, it pays the bills, I have a good wife, beautiful kids, house, I don't have to worry about much on, like, a day-to-day or week-to-week basis, so it's very easy to get stagnant, and that's why I wanted to do this half marathon because it's very challenging, and it kinda kicked my ass into gear and showed me, like, "Oh, no, you have a lot more to work on."
Yeah, I think too, just, like, timing wise, we talked in the beginning, like, yeah, when you have kids, like, it's like kids are fantastic, I'm not blaming them for anything, but, like, your time becomes more limited, so I would tell people you need to be more intentional with your time. I think training for the half marathon has opened my eyes to, like, just how lazy I can be and how much
Mhm.
more time I actually have to do things that I didn't really realize. It was like, "Oh, no, I gotta go to bed early, and I gotta wake up, and when I wake up, I have to get ready for work, and then I work all day, and then I come home, and I really wanna, like, maximize the 2 or 3 hours I get with the kids and the family before, you watch a little Netflix and you go to bed early, and it's like, it's so easy to fall into that routine when,
Yeah.
like, hey, I've found a way to still do all of those things and still get good sleep, still spend quality family time with everybody. Oh, and yeah, I'm training to run, 13 miles. So
Yeah, and if anything, it's better quality time with the family because now
Mhm.
I don't feel as sluggish, I don't feel as groggy, like, I can get down in the floor and I'm not sore getting up from it. So,
Yeah.
like, not only are you're able to get that time with them because you're dedicated to it, but it's better time overall.
Yeah, I do think the added benefit of just being more cardiovascularly fit, um, helps. It's nice to get off the ground and not be breathing very heavily.
Yeah, which
Um,
I made a TikTok about video about this because I was kinda pissed off at the time, but, like, I guess in hindsight, it is the entire goal. I made a video and I was just saying, whenever we first started training for this, I could run 100 yards before I was out of breath and I wanted to die. And now I can run, 5 miles without stopping. but I'm still out of breath and I still want to die.
It's yeah. So
It's rewarding in a way to yeah, I can run 5 miles without stopping, but also
it's
it sucks. It's not fun.
it's funny you say that just because like yeah, the analogy I have because I've always been more into weightlifting, right? Is like you're still lifting heavy weights. Like the weights don't get lighter, you can just do it more. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so I almost feel like a little bit the same with running, right? Like it it gets easier to an extent, but like if you're still training for something and you're still like pushing yourself, like it very much like is still like hard. It's still very challenging. I'm pulling up my Strava to look up my first yeah, November 18th of 2025 I did 1.6 miles at a 11:48 minute mile pace.
1.6 at 11 what?
11:48, which is pretty
11:40.
fast. It's faster than I'm gonna run the half marathon, but as we've said multiple times in the training, it's hard to increase your distance and your speed in the same go of it.
Yeah. Which I brought up mine too, so which mine is a little skewed because I didn't start using the actual, app until, 3 or 4 runs into it, but November 23rd, 2.11 miles at an 11:50 pace.
There you go. So we're I mean, you're more miles there. Yeah, my first long run, I say long, long for me, mind you, did not run before this. A couple weeks later or no, yeah, about a week later, 3 miles, 12-minute pace, which is about, like what's crazy to me is, like, I'm gonna run a half marathon at probably a 12.5-minute pace average is what I'm hoping for. It'll probably end up being 13, but shooting for 12, 12.5, and it's like, I don't know, on paper, I feel like that sucks because my pace is decreasing, but it's like, yeah, I'm also adding 10 miles to that initial 5K,
Very,
right? Like
very different animal.
yeah. So, interesting, but yeah, it's been a challenge training for it for sure. It's changed my perspective on, like, what's healthy, though. To your point, like, you kind of in high school, you do sports, you have, like, certain times, like, cut out of your life, like, I did football, the last couple years of high school, and it's like, yeah, I knew for, like, 2 hours every day I was working out. Whether I wanted to or not, I was doing it. Whereas, like, in your adult life, you have to, like, intentionally make time to, like, be healthy, essentially, and go do things.
And it
Um,
is very easy to not make time for that.
it is
Ve
yeah.
very easy.
You don't have Coach Davenport yelling at you to get to the field house
Yeah,
real quick. You don't got Coach Johnson out there ripping you a new one if you're 2 minutes late. Like, it's pretty easy to not go work out. Um, yeah, so it's been fun. It's been challenging. I think for me too, I used to think because I had also I guess quick sidebar, I've also lost weight, not all due to the running. I've lost about 40-ish pounds. Um, Probably about 10 to 15 have been while running,
mhm.
25 to 30 or so pre-run. So I would have thought it would have accelerated while running, because I still have weight to lose, but, um, not as
But in
much.
but in that same vein, losing weight, losing fat, gaining muscle, you know? So,
Yeah, fair,
it's gonna take some time.
fair.
That's what I keep reminding myself is we'll do, body comps
Yeah,
where I go, and they're like, "Yeah, well, you gained, you lost, a full pound of complete fat this week, even though I hadn't on the scale lost any weight at all." She said,
yeah,
you've lost a full pound of fat. It's just, with you doing all these workouts, you're building muscle." And I'm like, okay, well, I can't be mad at that.
yeah, fair, fair. But I used to think so, like, it's changed my perspective on, like, what's, like, a healthy athletic activity, I guess, because before I would say, "Oh, if I could just run like a 30-minute 5K, like that seems like pretty healthy to me, you know?" And like I'm sure if I push myself, because I think I ran what like a 34 when we did one a couple months ago. So
Yeah.
it's like I'm sure if I pushed really hard, I could probably run a 30. You could probably run a 30-minute 5K if we pushed hard. I don't know that my pace is quite there yet. regardless, I can run a 5K every single day of the week, minus the foot injury.
And that is a nice, like, feeling to have.
Yeah,
Like,
and
life or death, you have to run a 5K all 7 days this week. Like, yeah, I'm not stressed about it. I can 1000% go out to do that, as
yeah,
opposed to when we started, like, no, just put a gun to my head. Like,
yeah, no
I'm going to
shot.
die.
Yeah, no shot. And so I think, like, for me, though, I'm like, okay, a 5K should not be my barometer for, like, this is a healthy individual. I'm healthier because I can do that, don't get me wrong. But I'm like, okay, running a 5K is not, like, the most physically demanding skill set. It is when
No,
you're
it's
250 pounds,
yeah.
and
No,
it
that's it's pretty laid back in terms of, like, athletic ability.
yeah, well, I'm like, man, because I could probably I'd probably get injured if I tried to do, like, 5 miles every single day, but I
Mm.
think, like, injury aside, like, muscular ability and, like, cardio-wise, I could probably run, like could probably push that 5K to, like, 4 or 5 miles every single day and, like, be able to do it, which is I don't know. It's just, like, changed my whole perspective on, like, what's athletic, which leads me to my next point. Are we doing a full marathon
Absolutely not. I
after
knew that
this?
I knew that you were gonna ask that, and there ain't no chance in absolute hell. I was actually about the words about to come out of my mouth were, "I cannot wait for this to be over so I never have to run again."
Really? Are you not gonna run anymore?
I mean, I might, like, every once in a while just to make sure that I keep up that cardio, skill set, but fuck, dude, I just hate running. No amount of it is enjoyable to me, and I would rather transfer that hate for running into hate for weightlifting.
That's fair.
Like I don't want a six pack, but these man boobies gotta go away, man. I'm tired of having them.
Yeah, I don't enjoy running. I will say when I run on Saturdays with my buddy Andrew, it is much more enjoyable. We talk,
Yeah.
we run. That's why I try to get you to come out.
Dude, I don't see how, man. You wanna run and, like, talk and chat and the
Not
entire
the whole
time.
time.
Well, not the whole time, but whenever I run, I got David Goggins yelling at me in my ears, and I am just trying to keep going, and that's the only thing I care about.
Here's what I hope happens. I hope you sneak up 2 or 3 groups ahead of me in the half marathon, so I'm behind you. So when you start to die down, I start to pass you, and right as I pass you, I'm gonna whisper in your ear, "Who's gonna carry the boats?" Just just motivates you to keep rolling.
And I will look back and be like, "And the logs," and I'm just gonna take off sprinting.
Yeah,
And then I'm gonna have a heart attack and die about 25 yards after I get done sprinting.
yeah, I can't, yeah, the only time so I, like, do a little bit of run walking, and it's just to keep my heart rate down. Because
Mm,
like, if my heart rate gets too high and I keep it there for too long, like, it's just impossible to run a long distance. That's what was weird about the 10 miles. I was running so slow by the end of it. Like, my heart rate was only, like, 150, 160 still, but I
sure.
was just, like, my legs were just done for.
Yeah.
So but alright, man. I know that we have some stuff to talk about as far as some blind rankings. Are you ready?
Lay it on me, dude. I'm gonna answer this perfectly
Alright. I we are going
because
to try our
because
you what?
it's undebatable. My opinion is fact.
100%. We're gonna
Mhm.
discuss this afterwards why you're wrong, but as for this blind ranking, your opinion is fact. So, which one of the things that we've seen that we really enjoy, like, watching blind rankings, and so I always think they're kinda funny, they're kinda cool, so we're gonna try our hand. You're gonna blind rank 5 fast food restaurants. Now let me set some parameters here, okay?
Lay it on me. Lay it on me.
So, obviously, it's a blind ranking, you're not gonna know what comes next, right? So,
Of
you
course.
got 1 through 5.
Mhm.
I need to set parameters on what fast food is. There has to be a drive-through. Okay, so, like,
Okay.
Chipotle, even though it's fast food, no drive-through, out, right?
It's ass anyway. Glad it's not in there.
Not my favorite. I'm a Moe's guy. Moe's Qdoba,
Dude,
way
Moe's
better.
slaps and they have a
Mo
drive-through.
yeah, right? Moe's, though, is also not on this
Okay,
list.
okay.
Things like Five Guys, although it is by far the
Mhm.
best burger, also most expensive. Um There's no drive-through. At least there's no drive-throughs at any of the ones I've been to. So, no.
This is quick, the definition of fast food.
Yes, I've also removed all sandwich shops, okay? Because technically Subway doesn't sell sandwiches, they sell yoga mats, and I mean, it's true. It's true.
Okay.
Like, and in the other sandwich places, it's like I just feel like that's a different tier.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. Okay. Cool. All right. 1 through 5, baby.
Okay, let's go.
We're gonna start you off with an easy yet controversial one.
Okay.
McDonald's.
5 ass. 5
Okay.
ass.
Okay.
5 ass.
We are gonna have to dive into that one, but we'll save it. Number 2, Chick-fil-A.
1.
I I think you're gonna regret that.
I don't think I will. Chick-fil-A
Alright.
is superior.
Taco Bell.
2.
Okay. Arby's.
3.
Wendy's.
4. This is the perfect list. This is the perfect
Okay,
list.
did I-
I did not make a single mistake in this list. This
Okay.
is the epitome of what good fast food is.
Fair. Okay. I personally the only flaw I see in your list, okay? I personally would have listed Taco Bell as number 1 just because of the value. Chick-fil-A is expensive.
I mean, I got the app. I get the points. I get some free shit.
That's fair. No, I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I think, like, flavor-wise, Chick-fil-A, number 1. I mean, it's the Lord's chicken, right? You can't
Yeah,
go wrong.
of course.
Like,
Of
it's been
course.
double pre-blessed chicken, and it's just, you can't go away from there. I think Arby's 3 is you know who's keeping Arby's in business? Me.
Me, bitch.
Me. I'm keeping Arby's in business.
I do not understand the Arby's slander, and I won't stand for it.
It's
at all.
uncalled for. It's uncalled for.
They have good food. Now, don't get me wrong. Is it healthy? No. Is the staff there missing some teeth? Yeah. But that's fine. It tastes delicious. It's not terribly expensive. It is a good restaurant if you need some quick protein in a pinch.
Yeah, I'm glad. We got to do something other than fast food because I feel like our food tastes are so similar. You
I was
know,
about to say,
that
we're not gonna
not-
change up. Yeah.
we're not going to disagree here. I did want to throw McDonald's at you first though, because I wanted to see where you ranked it. Because some people really like McDonald's.
Which here's the thing. I will agree. McDonald's is the kind of the epitome of fast food. Like it's probably the most efficient restaurant out of anything on this list. But whenever it comes to quality, the staff kindness, the amount of fucking sauce that you can get with your order, I don't know how they produce like McDonald's barbecue sauce, but apparently it costs like $15,000 per packet because it is like trying to take cake from a fat kid whenever I ask for one.
So I think, yeah, my strategy was like, hey, even okay, because you didn't know what was next, right? I would say your list almost checks out 1 for 1 with how I would have ranked it, including like I wouldn't have put KFC above McDonald's. I probably would have put Burger King above McDonald's.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, where was KFC at?
No, it wasn't. I wouldn't have.
Okay,
I would have
okay.
had McDonald's above KFC personally, just because
Yeah.
it's like there's a Chick-fil-A. Like, why are you going to KFC if there's a Chick-fil-A? You know what I mean? Like, I just don't.
Chicken. It's fried chicken.
Fair. I would have put Burger King above McDonald's, but I guess I didn't. I wanted you to maybe ruin your list by having a safe bet with McDonald's and putting it like 4 or like 3. Hot take though on McDonald's. So, and it's probably not going to be a hot take when you hear this. So, like, if you're McDonald's food doesn't taste like what it is, it tastes like McDonald's. So, like a McDonald's burger doesn't
Okay.
actually taste like a burger. It tastes like a McDonald's burger. Their
Yeah.
chicken doesn't taste like chicken. It tastes like a McNugget. With the exception of if you get like the quarter pounder that's like real beef and everything, like that tastes a little bit more like a burger. But like if you go to Wendy's or like Burger King or somewhere, like it still tastes like a burger. Yeah, you can tell it's fast food, but it tastes like a burger. But I feel like I'm not ever in the mood for a burger and say I want to go to McDonald's. I'm like in the mood for McDonald's, and I go to McDonald's.
Like, specifically McDonald's.
Yeah, because like their food doesn't taste like what it's supposed to be. It tastes like McDonald's.
Yeah. Which, I mean, hats off to them for building a brand of McDonald's. Like, this is our food. It tastes like McDonald's and nothing else compares to it,
Heck of a real estate company, that's for sure.
honestly.
Have you seen The Founder, the movie with Michael Keaton?
Mm-mm.
It's kind of how he like.
Isn't that how he got, like, gypped out of the company?
No, well, he did not, but yeah, like Ray Kroc isn't the actual founder of McDonald's. He's the one who convinced McDonald's to franchise. And then what happened is like I can't remember like the specifics. So if you're watching this, don't like grill me over this, but like something with like he bought all the land that all the franchises were going on. And so like he's renting out the land to the like I don't know. McDonald's is a real estate company though, not a burger company. Just
I mean,
FYI.
so is, like, Cracker Barrel, you know?
I don't know what they were thinking with their rebrand, but I'm glad they didn't go through with it.
Dude, fucking insane. Hats off to society for just bullying them out of that.
Yeah, I mean, there's one reason you go to Cracker Barrel, and that is for the old-timey
To
feel.
feel racist.
What? I mean, that might be happening as well. So, I
It's a
would
different time
I
period.
would I would bet that if you there's no room for racism in the world, let's just be clear, okay, before someone comes on here and tries to construe our words. But I would argue that you probably do have a over-indexing, higher proportionate amount of racists that eat at Cracker Barrel versus other establishments.
I would love to know the facts behind that and see the statistics on it.
Can you imagine the survey though? Like you walk in, are you racist? Check a box.
Just what are your thoughts on the immigration laws in America?
I don't even know that the immigration laws would make you racist or not. Like I think that's just like political preference to an extent.
True, 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 true.
Like you could be totally for or against and be the most or least racist person in the world.
Yeah, that would be a phenomenal study if anybody is willing to conduct it.
I just who's gonna actually say that they are?
Um, there's some confident racists out there. I
It
tell
does
you what, there's some confident racists out there.
That's fair. That's fair.
But you know what the good thing is?
What?
That one of these days, all of them are gonna die.
That's
One of
true.
these days, they're all gonna be gone.
That's true. That's true. We hope so. We hope so. But all right, man. Well, we're coming up on an hour. I know we don't want to keep these too long. So we'll go ahead and close up. I know we had talked about just whether it's funny or actually inspirational or just like, I don't know, it could be a line that doesn't mean anything. We talked about just like leaving the audience with like a quote, or a phrase or a verse or just whatever, lyrical quote, anything, until the next episode. So I believe episode 1, our buddy Aubrey over here
I got
has
you.
quote number 1. And once you are done with said quote, that's a wrap.
Oh, it's like a cut right after that?
I'm gonna tell everybody to follow us on YouTube and everything, but yeah,
Bet. Okay. Are you ready for this masterpiece?
I am. I am. We're not even gonna talk about it.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
leave it. Just
Okay.
leaving it.
As
Leaving
soon as I say it, I'm done.
it. Okay.
So bye, guys. Love you. All right. If you cast your bread upon the water and you have faith, you'll get back cash. But if you cast your bread upon the water and you don't have faith, you'll get back soggy bread. Don King.
There you go. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Well, if you don't already, which you don't, because this is episode 1, you can find us on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all at Zero Momentum Podcast. I don't know how we worked that out in 2026 that our handles could be Zero
That
Momentum
good.
Podcast and just be like not Zero Momentum Podcast 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's just Zero Momentum Podcast. So
Just
go
it
ahead.
just shows it was meant to be.
Yeah, I know. I know. We appreciate y'all for listening and tune in next week. We will be releasing these weekly. So, all right. Peace.
Later.